For 4 seasons, Colin McDonald has called PPL Center his hockey home, 34 years young and never enjoying the game more.
Up until last year, that was the first time where I wasn't concerned about playing the NHL. I wasn't concerned about that call-up. I'm not worried about that anymore. I had my chance. I could just be down here and just have fun.
Yeah, teach.
It just gave me such peace of mind that after years and years of grinding and getting called up, getting sent down, and it was just nice to kind of accept where I was at and just enjoy hockey.
Those feelings are reminiscent of his early days on the ice, Colin recalling one of his first trips to a hockey rink, joining his recently retired father, a former NHL defenseman and broadcast analyst.
Even before he put me on skates, I remember he had his skates on and he would just put me on a chair and he would just kind of push me around the ice, and it was just so much fun to have the cold air in my face. And he said that he wanted to relate the rink to fun, and a lot of times kids will start hockey way too early, and because it's a tough sport to grasp and get good at early on, it can become frustrating and kind of forces kids out of it from an early age, and he did not want that to happen to me.
Growing up in Wethersfield, Connecticut, just outside Hartford, Colin quickly adopted his father's passion for the game.
We really knew he had something from myself personally when it was one of those 5 o'clock in the morning practices, and he used to try to not sleep at night so he wouldn't miss waking up in the morning. So at that point, we knew he had something with him in that sport.
He's always a very serious kid, took everything very serious. He'd be outside just shooting pucks all the time. Like even in high school, he didn't care about going to school dances. He would have said, oh, no, I have hockey. Like that was his priority over everything. So he was just totally focused on, this is what I want to do in my life.
Together, Colin and his parents would make that dream a reality. Mom Suzanne providing support, and Dad Jerry pushing as both a father and a coach.
I thought there were times where he was tough on me. I remember, I knew I had a bad game, and instead of sitting in the front seat with him, I'd go and sit in the back seat because I just wanted to avoid that conversation. And but obviously looking back, it's so important to the reasons why I'm here today is because of the coaching I had from him.
Just weeks after graduating from high school in 2003, the 18-year-old forward was drafted by Edmonton, 51st overall in the second round. He'd complete a 4-year career at Providence College before signing with the Oilers in 2007.
When you see this hard work, your child works so hard, and it pays off like this. It's just, that's what you want as a parent.
Colin's pro journey would begin in Springfield, Massachusetts on October 6th of 2007, in the lineup for his first of 226 games with the home Falcons, playing just 30 minutes from the McDonald's home.
When he was drafted by Edmonton, at that time we didn't know where the farm system was. So when we found out that year that it was going to be here, we were like, we hit the jackpot. We were like at every possible game that we could be at.
The family followed his career to cities in Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and New York. In January, returning to the Mass Mutual Center, where Colin would serve as the Eastern Conference captain for the 2019 All-Star Classic, more than 3 decades after his first professional game.
I wasn't sure emotionally how I was gonna take it all in, but I was walking back through the Springfield's locker room, and it's been 12 years since I started, and just so much has stayed the same. The rooms are the same there, the colors are obviously different, but everything else, to its core, it's the same. So yes, I've been around a while, but maybe not as much has changed as I thought.
In 12 professional seasons, little has changed in Colin's approach to the game either. His hard work commendable, dedication obvious, and passion unwavering. And his role with the Phantoms has always been about the team.
He's such a good person in the fact of, he wants the best for other people and not just him. He's very unselfish that way, and he'll sacrifice, minutes or playing on a power play or killing penalties so the young guys can do what they have to do.
Nice. The Flyers fans, they've given me a lot of responsibility to have my say, to have my hands in a lot of different things here, and I can see the way the guys respect me, the guys trust me, and I don't ever want to lose that. And it doesn't take much to lose someone's trust, to lose someone's respect. And so I have that mindset every day to make sure I'm being the best leader I can be, and it's something that is important to me, and I'm going to continue to try and do that for as long as they want me here.
And that dedication and commitment, both as a leader and a player, has not gone unnoticed by his teammates.
The All-Star captain with a fantastic move.
He's, he's always the first one here. He's trying to be the hardest worker in practice, trying to lead the young guys. And a lot of stuff he does goes unnoticed.
There's times he comes to us and says, hey, you know what, we might have to pull back a little bit. The guys are feeling this. Or he might say, hey, you know what, somebody needs a kick in the pants. And that's good to have. And it's good that he does it from a good place in his heart. It's all about Mac doing things the right way and being a leader by example. And the young guys here have had somebody, really awesome to look up to.
Heads up, heads up.
He's an amazing guy on and off the ice. I know I can talk to him about everything and anything. He's always a guy everybody can trust, everybody can look up to, and can model their game after.
A captain at this level is a lot different than captain at a lot of levels, where he's got kind of firsthand in a lot of these guys' development and their personalities, how they handle themselves on and off the ice. And goes unsaid, he's a great captain, and being with him for 3 years, I like to give it to him a little bit, kind of nag him. He's team dad, but we respect him, and he's one of the best captains I've played with.
The AHL's leading scorer in 2011, Colin is a three-time All-Star who's played in 148 NHL games, 842 now at the pro level. His decorated career full of accomplishments, but one that's not yet complete.
I will say this, there's two things left as milestones for me, or goals, and I'd love to get to 1,000 games, and I'd love to win a championship. So those two things, I guess that's the carrot that's dangling in front of me right now.